Hello everyone, this is Darth Coonstyle back on the Zueljin Patreon server. Been quite a few days since I last recorded or streamed. It was actually last Saturday, which today is Saturday for me now, that I ended up streaming. So I do apologize for the amount of time in between videos. I kind of had a lot of work this week. I already worked 60 hours and 65 hours actually in the last 6 days, so it makes it a little difficult to get some recording time in, especially turn around and you're busting your hump for 10 or 11 hours a day every day. So I've actually been able to log on a few times in between, and I started to record a couple times, but felt that it would be a good idea to try to record all at once. I just can't focus on trying to record and then like 2 days later pick up another part of it. So quite a bit has gotten done because of this. So let's go take a look. Obviously, I moved Darth Coon style head here, and I put it here. I did that on I think Tuesday. Uh, so then I turn around and after the stream, turn around and decided that a single pillar to try doing it like halfway up and have a little platform, and I'm thinking I'm going to put my bedroom up top there, enclose it a little bit. So it took a little bit of work, but I kind of like how it turned out. Um, it definitely looks a lot better than having the pillar go all the way up. Actually had one of the issues I found is that it's the same problem with down here. I'm going to be adding in little bits of detail to break up the vertical nature of this build, but it was very difficult to do it with a glass pillar all the way up without it looking forced. So I actually quite like this design. Um, in the stream last Saturday, we finished up the upper half as far as well, not the whole thing. There's still one part that I have to figure out exactly how it's going to blend in together. So here it is, all of its tall glory. Again, every single one of these is 64 blocks tall, so each one was a stack, each line here. So took a little bit of nether brick and a lot of I'm sorry, not quartz. God, I would not want to do this with quartz. A lot of granite. I left this open because I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to have it blend in. But we also started building a terrace out here, which I tell you what, I actually really like. You just look out over everything, especially once I get some of this actually landscaped into how I want it. I think it'll look awesome. Um, like I really can't wait for me to get this done. Obviously, I didn't wrap it all the way around yet, but because I still need to build this over on that side, so I just kind of held off on it. So today, I think I'm going to actually change gears a little bit, and we're going to shift down to the lower part of this build. I kind of want to clear um, quite a bit of this out. Currently, it's kind of just it's where I started my base, which is like right here. Used to have a bed right over here and everything else. So this is obviously changed. The purpose of this area has changed. Um, Currently, this takes you down to my mining area, which is the main reason I originally made this outpost. Now, this actually will take you all out. So what I'm planning on doing, I think, is I think I'm going to dig a lot of this out, actually. In fact, I'm going to dig all of it out from wall to wall, maybe about 3 deep, maybe four. Not exactly sure yet how deep I'll go with. But my plans are is I want to make a little bit of a train station, to where like this part over here will connect up like it currently does. Um, Maybe make a bypass for the upper half here that takes you down to the mining area. And then I was also thinking that it'd be nice to be able to have like a little shack out front somewhere, where it will take you back out towards where the road is. Because I really feel like my base is almost too secluded right now, even though, I mean, you could see other people's builds from the top of this thing, but it's off by itself, and there's not really a road interconnecting yet, which there will be fairly soon. Uh, But that's kind of where we're at now, and I know it's a lot of work. I usually, like I said, I tried to go through and actually make it to where I recorded little pieces here and there, but I ended up scrapping all of it because, quite frankly, like I said, it's so difficult to try to pick up 2 days later from where you were and go back and watch it, and it's like I don't feel like doing that now, or you had another idea and it didn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and cut now, and then we're going to I'll bring you back when I've dug some of this out. So, see you soon. Why do I always come up with these harebrained ideas? I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea. I mean, I think it'll look cool, don't get me wrong. But I'm not even a quarter of the way through the base. I've already had to repair my pick once, and I'm realizing quicker than you can imagine that the OCD in the back of my mind is going to want all of this up before I slab it. Everything is going to have to be stone. Everything has got to be make sure it's not spawnable. And then I didn't even think about it, but on this side of the base is the never-ending. That's actually where it begins. The never-ending, whatever these things are called. Now I'm drawing a blank, of course, because I'm recording. Anyways, just holes all over the place that are going to have to get filled in. Um, I mean, of course, now that I committed to doing it, I'm going to do it. It actually kind of looks really cool, but yeah, all this has to go. And now I got to dig all this out. See? See how that works, right? Oh, of course, it's going to be a big vein. Then we're going to have to fill it all back in. Of course. Sure, there's nothing else down here. Yes, this is what a Darth goes through whenever he starts a project. He starts kicking himself in the hind end about it. Because now all of this needs to be filled back in. And looky there. Now it's perfect. Oh, this wall, of course. Well, I need granite anyways, considering yeah, I must went through 4 double chest building half of this. So, oh, and andesite, of course. Gotta have my andesite. Yeah, this is what I go through, guys. So you can understand. I just like okay, well now I found this. Now I found this. I get all this iron. Well, I usually give all my iron to mana, anyways. Um, so yeah, this is what I deal with. Why I do this to myself, I don't know. At least I have instant mine, so it doesn't take that long. But what am I getting myself into? Oh well, I got an awesome base starting, so I just figured I'd bring you back and just so you understand, this is what I go through. It's what I do. All right, I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. Yeah, Raven, I think is right. I think I am a little bit on the insane side. Um, I originally started doing all this just so I could have myself a nice little train station to take me various places around my base, and it turned into this. I pretty much got the first half done. Um, it took a little while and quite a few repairs, but I did not get that far down through here yet because I have kind of came to a conclusion that I might end up putting a little bit of a wall here. Actually, it'd probably be more like right. Where are we at in here? Yeah, probably about right here, actually. So at least not too much will be dug out for no reason. Um, I originally just was like, yeah, train station. Oh, we'll dig out the bottom. It'll be no big deal. And I always forget how big this base is. As I've added stuff upstairs, it's kind of made it seem smaller, I guess. But when you clear everything out like this, you realize real quick how big it actually is. Um, so, and then I also have a little issue over here of a ravine. Um, yes, I remembered what it was called finally. It took me a few minutes. I do have it all lit up pretty well, so where I'm not getting too many spawns down there. But I don't know if I should just say heck with it and put up a wall, maybe some glass, so you can view the ravine. Um, but that edge of the base over here is all very jagged. It was all below the level of where everything, like where I'm building, because I built it at Y70. So let's take a look real quick. Here's where my train cart comes down, um, and then it gets into a bunch of surface caves. Well, what were surface caves? Now I've obviously built over top of everything here. And then it's the same thing over here. It's just non-stop caves, um, and it goes into another ravine system. So I might just say heck with it and just put a wall straight across, or even like a wall straight across over here, and then follow the ravine on the other side. Um, and tell you guys a little story, a little oopsie. I was turning around, I was watching some videos earlier on YouTube. Actually, I was watching Exuma's latest episode while trying to do this, and I turned around and like I finally looked down and I look in my inventory and I had like a bunch of repeaters and redstone in here. I'm like, what the heck am I doing? I had built this storage system so long ago, I actually forgot that this back half is actually stepped down a bit. So all of the redstone for this is right here. Um, and I was like, ah, crud. So I went back up and rebuilt it. I don't even know what that is. It probably should just be a block. There we go. And so I fixed it. It's working good again. I even tested it, make sure I didn't screw anything up. I mean, it is some of the simplest redstone you can really do. I mean, uh, but I digress. So what I'll probably go ahead and do is I'll probably I'll put a wall up here. Either that, or I'll just cordon a lot of this off and build my train station in a more viscerally direction. Um, that way, and I could put tunnels back through here instead of having to go through and dig all of this out. And the rest of this can be just open for maintenance. So maybe I'll have a door or something, um, whether it be a redstone, like actual like a piston door or what, I'm not sure yet. But then, yeah, and just because this this much room's just really not needed down here, and it's so much more work to slab all of it, um, which I should have thought of before I started. And then there's little things like this that are kind of peeking down through the ceiling that look ugly. Um, so yeah, I might just be like, okay, where these chests are, just put a wall. Have my train station, have one take me out to the front of the build, which is this direction. Um, Take another one out to my back tower, and yet another direction going straight down to my. Oh, hi there. Another one that takes me straight down to my mining area, which is pretty much looks like this. So we'll figure it out. I'm just going to play around with it a little bit off camera. I don't want to bore you guys with um, building walls and ripping out all of this. If I do anything, I'll if I'm going to rip more of it out, I'll go ahead and do it on a stream or something. That way I can interact with people a little bit more. Um, and hopefully, if I do stream tonight, it'll this video will come out after that, obviously. But if anyone did make the stream, thank you, and it's awesome. But yeah, I think, uh, you know what? Speaking of stream, I think I'm just gonna go stream. Um, well, I'll get some people's opinions live, and maybe tomorrow I'll bring up another episode for you guys, and get you guys caught up with the stream, and maybe we can do some more. So, thanks again for stopping by on the video, and I hope everyone has a terrific night. And again, thanks for coming to my stream if you actually made it. Um, otherwise, I'll see y'all later. Bye.